Carsten Petersen. Yes, welcome to my dojo, or should I just say humble above? Yes, today is karate. You know, I like to say karate. If we have to talk about what kind of martial art, if you have any experience in, training or being connected to a dojo, I have not many years, but a few years, and that was Kung Fu. Yes. North Shaolin style. We have a South Shaolin style and a North. In our dojo, it was the North. And I actually have a poster of my old sensei, so just to pay homage. If any of you ever had a sensei, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's the name of the Yoan Kan was the name of course, the club, the dojo, and it means the house of spirits, as far as I remember, something like that. A balanced house. If your body is a house, so to speak. So, and that is why I was I choose Kung Fu, because in my knowledge, Kung Fu are more of a martial art that is also oriented about being in perfect harmony. It's very Buddhistic. That's just, I don't think it's just my opinion. I was about to say that, but the Kung Fu is more, karate is more like, let's reverse it. That's easier to explain. In my knowledge, karate is more like taking the character of, I was about to say a machine, but that's not right. It's more like a combat sport, you know what I mean? Where the first lesson in Kung Fu is run. That's what they told us day one. Just run. If you see somebody that's bigger than you, run. If you see a gun, run. If you see anything that's bad and you have the time to run, run. Don't go towards the violence. We don't seek it out. We run from it, basically. I know it doesn't sound very Bruce Lee or very movie-like, but that's the way it is. And so I always have seen karate as a more stripped down version. It's about the first and foremost, it's about the combat. I could be very wrong, but yeah. This number is karate. And what is not to like? I'm not saying I don't like karate, but let's be sure about that. I just selected Kung Fu myself. When I was, doing it, it was the Kung Fu. It was stuff like Ip Man that brought me in. Before the movie Ip Man, but and also Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee's if we talk about Bruce Lee in 10 seconds, that's not a karate man. Some may say it is, or Kung Fu man. He actually made his own style. That style is called Jet Kondo, I think it was. Jet Kondo? It sounds right. And that's the philosophy, also borrowed, I would say, from Kung Fu. The more adaptable, like the speech, be like water in teapot. Water in teapot is not like that. It is like this, because the teapot is like this, So it has to be. You have to adapt. I don't know why I do the voice. It's not even a good Bruce Lee voice. I'm not making fun of the dragon I got the fucking t-shirt on. I have to say about the Kung Fu and karate and all that martial arts stuff, I have always been a bigger fan of Jackie Chan. I have to say that, hands down. That's my boy. That's my boy. The Jackie, the Chan, the doing the fun, the Buster Keaton meets, you know, fucking, I don't know, Kung Fu God. And yeah, Buster Keaton meets Bruce Lee. Yeah, that ought to do it. Then you got Jackie Chan. Comedy. A real actor. Yeah. But we're doing karate song. So back to the baby metal. I'm so sorry. I cannot do a song called Karate without paying homage to all that great stuff karate has done and Kung Fu has done, and just martial art, you know, like, but early martial art. And I'm especially talking like Kung Fu and karate, of course. Jiu-Jitsu, Taekwondo, it's also very cool. Even Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is very, that's something, I don't know, all of you cage watching guys are into sweating, fucking, jingle jangle on the floor. That was where I left the train. That was we also had that in the club, but they were all like middle-aged, bald guys sweating on each other. I'm not into that. I mean, into, you know, like standing across each other, and then you use whatever you got not to get hit. Oh, oh, oh. And concerning the song Karate, I have something very, I don't know if anybody talks about this one, because we got rhythms in these babies. Yeah, you know, rhythm, and some of them got pedal work that is out of this world. It's like, okay, if you do it faster with the pedals, you know, than you do now, I think you would drill yourself down to the floor, man. It's rough, it's hard hitting, it's double. I don't know if they did let's imagine they would double that tempo. You know, the high speed, speed metal tempo, what do you want to call it? That one. You wouldn't could hear it. It would be like, just like, I don't know, because I think it's the speed of an Uzi, or maybe faster, you know, a machine gun. Let's say Uzi. We're in the karate world. What would Chuck Norris use? A fucking Uzi. A Uzi in each hand. And fucking suspenders. That guy is a moron. Fucking moron. Holy crap. And speaking of, you know, martial art stars from the early age, I just have to double check. Is it the right side? Chuck fucking Norris. That's the most overrated actor any day of the week. Go ahead, look at one of the early works. When he speaks, he doesn't move a muscle. Barely his lips. This guy is like watching a cardboard man figure trying to be in a movie. It's so fucking funny. I cannot exaggerate it. Let's see if we are lucky today. I don't know, it's so hard to hit this because, one, they're not black. It's all like, it's like trying to find a gray hair in a cup of milk. It's like almost impossible. But I think we got it. We're ready. We got I was talking about the rhythm. I haven't forgot it. Yeah, I had. But it just popped up again. The rhythm in this one is very interesting because the rhythm is like a karate rhythm. Think about it. It's like, because this song doesn't as far as I remember, it doesn't go up in the high tempo, just not 1 second. It keeps you on a tempo that's very steady. It's very sturdy, you know, like a rock, like doing practicing your moves, you know, like do down down down. I know the video shows it, but I think there's a reason why the video show that the moves hit the tempo every, you know, like doom da doom da down da doom. So you can go up to a wooden dummy and you can just like be like it, man, all the way fucking through the whole song. Go, yeah, like that. I don't know why I did all those moves to make a point. Are you ready? Let's see if we are lucky. We were very lucky. I'm just gonna shut the barn door. I'm all excited. I did not expect it to hit the song in the first try. So yeah. I don't know how high it is. Let's just give it a fucking push up. That was a little interlude. Now we can hear it. Some bad blood. Okay, I don't know. Most of the song. Oh my god. That sound. You. That was an uppercut. Yeah, man. Always be prepared, you know. Come on. This one is doing, you know, like, no. Oh, I love that. Version. tempo. The last one was Hitman. Let's just call it that. Then I'm not totally wrong. But I'm not Hitman. So I have a hard time doing that. You know, that's that one. Sorry for speaking a little bit here and there. At least I'm not stopping it. And we all heard it. Not this version maybe. But sometimes you just gotta say what you have to say. Oh yeah, they're starting the next one. That's the next video. I was a chaser. I was a chaser. I was the headbanger. The headbanger. Hey man. What do you say, Bruce Lee? Yeah, that was like water. Baby and metal like water. Oh yeah, I know. Right you are, dragon. I love the dragon. I'm not poking fun. But we all heard the water be like water. I would have that. That would be a lovely T-shirt, but it had to be with the Bruce Lee's head explaining how it is to be water. That was great. Great fucking freaking karate. Man, that just made my day. I hope we didn't talk too much over the song. At least, look on the bright side, I did not stop it. Why? Because I hate, it's like, why do other reaction channels stop the music? I can see if it's necessary. If you have an emergency or what, you know what I mean, something you're afraid you're about to forget. That was what I meant. But let's just take an example. Listening to BABYMETAL, one of the great ones, as almost everyone, and then pausing. You gotta be a real douche. Just to hear yourself talk, you know, because that's why they pause. They mean, oh, I think we need some info here. I think we need to hear me speak now. It's enough of that, you know. Let's just pause, you know. Haley Reinhardt in the middle of Creep. That's also that would be like, yeah. You could just listen to it and then talk about it. Maybe shout if it's necessary. But I think it's not cool to pause all the time. How can you react if you're reacting to sound bits? They should make it like reacting to sound bits. It's impossible to react to the song if you don't get the whole flow. If you don't get the flow of the song, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna cut it off right now, man. Yeah, 10 seconds. Let me talk about this one. Yeah. Oh, I can hear right away, you know. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, let's move on. And maybe you even hear the start 2 times in a row. Talk about fucking the number up. That's the bird. And that bird is not happy about other channels fucking numbers up by pausing it from time to time. Stop doing that, man. And female, man. What do you call yourself these days? Folks. So, that was just me having a little, please don't do that. Please don't fuck the songs up more than you already do. By playing it on a crap equipment like I do. But I choose not to stop the song. Maybe I've done it once or twice. I can't remember why. Maybe it was because of a video, pointing stuff out in the video. I don't know. Check out the shit. Do some Sherlock Holmes. Come back to me and say, yeah, man, I just watched the whole video. You stopping constantly. Doesn't matter. So yeah. Cool beans, baby. Cool beans, BABYMETAL. What's not to like? This song is a song you can listen to every day of the week. It doesn't get boring. And yeah, the tempo was a bit faster at some point. I guess I'm so used to the tempo going up and down that half of the time I'm obviously not registering it, or what you say, how do you call it? So it's just like cool music in my ears, and I completely forgot the fast tempo was putting in. It was not the fastest baby metal tempo, but it was faster than I like to do my regularly, my day-to-day kung fu routine. Let's just say it like that. Enough said. I'm showing you another live album. This just takes 10 seconds. It's just the recommendation of the day. If you're into live, this is one of the greatest. Absolutely. The name is Smell of Female, and the group is called The Grams. This is absolutely a fantastic also live album. Yeah. So we're done with the karate, and that was from the second album. Yes, the Metal Resistance. And also a very big fan favorite. I have a hard time. I know I said number one, first album is my favorite. Number two is so close you can get without being there. It's like I'm playing the game called you can only mention one. And I'm also thinking, if I should give a birthday present, try to make somebody to come over to the Baby Metal side, I would give them album number one, the first. Because so many classics, of course. Number two also has it, but you gotta start with the start. You gotta go with the beginning, and when the beginning is strong as it is in Baby Metal, for me it's hard not to have it as a favorite. I just love the shit out of that album, and I also do it with album 2 and 3. It kind of goes in that order. For me, it's like pretty easy to explain. 1 is number 1, 2 is number 2, 3 is number 3. That's funny. But they are very close. Very close. We're talking fucking hair that grows places you don't like to mention. You know what I mean? It's not the ours. But anywho, see you in the next Headbanger video. Literally. And domo arigato. You know I love you. Thank you very much. Hi.